Hi guys, it's Carrie here, and today I'm reviewing yesterday's food log, which was day 8. And I'm on a journey to get in better shape, get more fit, and lose some weight. And I want to get toned, and it's going to help my running, it's going to help my health, and it's going to give me more energy. So that's why I'm doing it. Last year I lost over 30 pounds in 100 days. I wrote about it in my book called The 100 Day Diet. It's on Amazon, and I'll put a link below. So if you're interested in getting in better shape, get that book. And then the next step would be to follow this because now I'm adding to that 30 pounds lost and going for another 15 pounds. And that'll put me in a really great place. And I've never really been in that great place my whole life because I grew up overweight. I've struggled with that throughout my life. And here I am. So I have an opportunity to get in really great shape. And I think I found some answers on how to do it after failing many times. So yesterday, day 8, this is the Carb Manager app. And I love this app because I can use it on my phone and enter the foods I eat, even scan barcodes. And then it also syncs with my desktop. So yesterday I had 137 grams of protein. I've been struggling with protein, trying to get my numbers up. Finally, yesterday, I had a good amount of protein, 163 grams of fat, 2369 calories. Now, these are consumed calories. I'll go over the net calories in a minute. I was 6.4 grams over for net carbs. Considering I was over on these numbers, that's pretty consistent with the other numbers. 101 grams of carbs, 32 grams of fiber. So you subtract the 32 from the 101, you get the 68.6, and that's what a net carb is. So it's important you track your net carbs because really what you want your body doing is burning fat for fuel. And the way to do that is to reduce the carbs, get the sugar out of the bloodstream, and start to mobilize your fat. So you want your body kind of mobilizing the fat to burn it up as fuel. So now for the net values. I was well within limits, and it's because of my exercise yesterday. It's because of going for a run and going to the gym, and I'll share that with you in a minute. So here's my net values for goals. It shows me rings. That's just a quick visual of this, which is great. And then for my week, I always track net carbs for the week. I just want to make sure I'm within my limits for net carbs. When I was losing a lot of weight, 1 to 2 pounds a week during the 30 pounds of weight loss last year in the 100 days, I was around the 30 to 50 grams of net carbs per day. Now my goal is 62.2, so not as aggressive with the carbs. So I expect to continue to lose weight, but just not as quickly, and that's okay with me. It might take me another 100 days to lose this 15 pounds instead of 30. So that's how my week has gone so far. A couple days really high net carbs, which is Friday and Saturday, and I went over those and I recorded that and uploaded that to YouTube. For breakfast, I had coffee, and I did have cream with it, which technically breaks your fast before 11 a.m. So I broke my fast before 11. It was at 9 o'clock, and there's a timestamp when you enter the food. Now, sometimes I enter the food later, so it's not time-stamped correctly, and that's okay. I wouldn't get too upset about entering your foods later if you're using this. But I had the coffee with the cream, and so I broke my fast at 9 o'clock. My intermittent fast on a daily basis is 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. Sometimes I have trouble keeping within the 7 p.m. number. Sometimes I go to 8 because of when I eat my last meal. But usually I'm pretty good with the mornings. This morning, 9 a.m. And then I had a sports tablet. This is an electrolyte noon sports tablet. I highly recommend that you have one of those if you're intermittent fasting because it just helps with your electrolytes. Or if you're going on to a low carb diet, electrolytes are important. These noon tablets are fantastic. I'll add a link below. You can go on Amazon and get those and order those. They're great. I had a Danish pastry with fruit filling. We went to a bakery, and it was a kind of a treat for me. It's not something I want to have all the time, but I did have this, and it's a void as far as the keto grade goes. because it had 25.5 grams of net carb, and that was in half a Danish. So the good thing I did with the Danish was I didn't eat the whole thing. It would have been easy for me to eat the whole thing and maybe even go for another one, which I've done before. But this time I said, you know what? I know. I looked up the net carbs. I typed it in, and I was like, wow, 50 over 50 is a lot. I don't want that much, so I'm gonna go with half a Danish, and then 2.4 protein, 9.1 fat, and 198 calories. I had an Americano. It wasn't at Starbucks. It was at this bakery, but this is the easiest food I could find when I went to enter it. So black coffee. I had some half and half in it, and an ounce and a half. Yeah. So those combined, still okay. Having a coffee or tea with some cream in it, that's fine. You don't want to do too many of those in a day, but definitely okay. Then for lunch, I had some cooked shrimp. I bought a bag at Costco. It's cooked shrimp, and then you just heat it up. So I quickly heated that up, and that has 23 grams of protein. Excellent for protein. So I need to eat this more. 0.2 grams of fat, 94 calories. Calories are great on that too, in 100 grams. And I put that in my salad, and I bought a prepackaged kale salad, 45 grams. I measured how much I was eating of it, and 2.1 net carbs, 1.1 protein, 0 fat for 16 calories. I put some extra virgin olive oil and some apple cider vinegar in with the kale salad. I put some walnuts in there. This is the first time I've had walnuts since I started. And so 20 grams of walnuts is important you measure that, because nuts do have a lot of calories. So 20 grams of walnut pieces, 1.4 net carbs, 2.9 protein, 13 grams of fats, and that's healthy fat in that walnut. So 130 calories. I added some butter to the shrimp. I logged that in, 8.6 grams of fat, 79 calories in 11 grams, so small pat of butter. And I had my smoothie, and I usually have this at 11 a.m. I had this earlier at 9:52, it says. So again, broke the fast early. And smoothie part one, this has all my essential ingredients in it for the day. And my belief, and what I found out last year, was if I had a smoothie with all the key ingredients in it, I wouldn't have cravings to eat unhealthy food after that. So this gives me my body a good chance to be healthy, but it also cuts down on cravings, so I don't want to eat bad food after that. And now I've broken my smoothie up into two parts. So this is part one. Part two, I usually make it now at the same time as part one, but I put it in a container, put some ice with it, save it for later, and that's kind of a snack in the afternoon, and you'll see that in a minute. For dinner, I picked up some pork and some beef. I made some hamburger patties with it, and I put that in the oven, went out for a run, came back. The hamburger, it was a big hamburger patty. It was done. I actually cut it in half. So I had 50 grams of ground pork, which surprised me. It had 150 calories in it, 10 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein. So that's animal fat. It does have a lot of saturated fat in it. It's okay. Tofu, nuts. I'm going to start adding beans to my diet for protein. So we're going to alternate the protein sources, but this was good, and it did taste good. 150 grams of beef, 39.9 grams of protein, 16.6 fat, 321 calories. I had 2 eggs. I hard-boiled eggs. Excellent. 2 grams of net carbs, 12 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, 140 calories. I added some Gorgonzola soft cheese onto the burger patty, so 20 grams, and that was 2.7 protein, 8 grams of fat, 87 calories. I didn't put a bun on it, by the way. I didn't have any bread with this burger patty. I put it right on my salad. And I bought this chopped bacon Caesar salad kit, and I had 1 cup of that, 3 net carbs, 3 grams of protein, 12 fat, 140 calories. And then for dessert, I had a berry blend, 100 grams of mixed berries that were frozen. I let it defrost, 7.9 net carbs, 0.7 protein, 0 fat, 57 calories. And I put some whipping cream with that. And I don't know where that went. So let's get that in. I put some whipping cream with that. So let's type in whipped cream. Make sure we get that entry in. And this is a good example for you to see. And yeah, 30 milliliters is kind of my norm of what I use in my coffee or if I have some dessert like this. So 30 milliliters of heavy cream or whipping cream, 0 net carbs, 0.6 protein, 10 grams of fat, 90 calories. So that's what I had for dinner. I had my smoothie between lunch and dinner. It was a snack. And I'm going to recheck the ingredients. I'm going to enter that as a meal today and group it together because I'm not sure this is accurate. 11.6 net carbs seems high to me for part 2 of my smoothie, but I will double check it. 9.5 protein seems right. 29.8 fat seems right to me. And 334 calories seems right. It's just that net carb amount. I don't know where the net carbs are coming from in that part 2 of my smoothie, but I will measure each individual ingredient today. And I had some reduced fat milk, 45 milliliters. I think actually the milk I put in milk instead of cream, so I'm going to make that adjustment right now. That'll go in for dinner with the berries. Yeah, I'm going to take out the heavy cream now because I had the milk out of the fridge instead. So to take something out, you just slide this and remove it right there. Okay. And then I had these 2 dips. Now I had that with dinner and I picked them up and I looked at the carbs and I was actually happy with these 2 dips. And I just thought to flavor my food, it might be good. I used a teaspoon of each, which is about 5 milliliters. And so 0.7 net carbs, 0.1 protein, 2 fat, 20 calories. 0.3 net carbs, 0.1 protein, 2 fat, 20 calories. I'm fine with that as long as portion control again with these dips because if you use too much, it's going to add up. So that was fine. I broke that out into a snack because I wanted to review this separately. Whenever I have a new food, I like to put it separate so I can review and determine if I want to do that again or if I want to scrap it. Supplements, I do have supplements. They're in my smoothie. I haven't broken them out individually. I do plan on doing a video just on my supplements and how I do my smoothies. So I will do that for you guys. And then Apple Health Activity. This is off my Apple Watch and it tracks my activity and I just tap workout and whatever workout I'm having, I put that and it tracks everything. 86 minutes, 15,267 steps, which gave me a credit of 1,135 calories. This is going to help me to lose weight because I think if I can burn up and be under my total net calories by 500 calories a day, that'll add up to 3,500 calories in the week. So 500 times 7, 3,500, and that equals 1 pound. So I should lose a pound a week. And if I can lose a pound a week over the next 15 weeks, I'd be very happy. So that's my goal. So 86 minutes exercise. I'm generally very active. I'm a runner. I really like running. So, and I drank a lot of water yesterday too. So that was good. I'm drinking more water today, probably on my 3rd or 4th cup now. And a cup is 250 milliliters or I think it's 8 ounces. Yeah. So that's what it is. So I entered that. So I did well with the water. So I'm done logging. That's it right there. It was a very good day. I don't usually use the note function, but I'm going to start using that. So I'm just going to type in a few notes. And protein was good. Add nuts and beans instead of animal. Protein on some days. And recheck part 2 of smoothie. So that's just a note for myself for today as I go through my day. So that's saved. Excellent. And we're all done. Now my goal is to get down to 187 pounds. And I'm going to share this with you. right now. I'll do some separate videos on how the weight loss is going. I started on August 1st. So you can see I was around 205 actually on August 1st, and my weight had been fluctuating. So here I am right here, 205.3. It's been a fairly steady progression, 200 on the 6th of August. I was 201 this morning when I weighed myself. That's a good start for the day. I could get under 200 today, 199. That would be something to celebrate. And as I keep getting down in the 190s, my goal is to get down to 187. So that's where I want to be. And I think I'd be in really good shape. I did get a compliment from my son yesterday just saying, hey, Dad, when we went for a swim, it was a sunset and we have a beach close by. So we went for a swim and my son said to me, hey, Dad, you're looking really good. I said, yeah, I can start to see some abs showing through on the top. And I said, I don't think I've ever seen that. And he goes, yeah, I noticed that. So it'll be nice if I get down to 187. I think I'll just look more defined and be in better shape. But I want to do it healthy, and it is something that I'd like to do because I've never been in that kind of shape in my whole life. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to logging in with you tomorrow. I'll start to do some special videos just on measurements like scale, how you can measure your waist and your thighs and other body parts if you want to track that. I'll also talk about the coaching that we do here to help our clients to lose weight and get in better shape and perform better. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up. I'll put a link below. It's a free 15-minute initial session. And then from there, we'll see what you need. And you can see if you like the coaching that I do here at True North. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.